Hello and welcome to another episode of Challenge Accepted. Today our theme is gonna be Baneslayers versus Mulldrifters.
That sounds fun.
Sure. For me.
We'll see.
So this was a concept originally. I'm not sure if Patrick Chapin came up with the term, but the place I first heard about it was in one of his books. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, I've read his books, and yes, I'm still bad. Stop laughing.
Bad as in you're a bad person, or you're just bad at magic?
All of the above.
Okay, just checking. Good. So, Baneslayers and Mulldrifters. So you played a lot of Mulldrifters in your time in Pauper.
Oh yeah.
And I've played a lot of Baneslayers in my time. And so...
The one time they were legal.
Well, but just in general.
Yeah.
Those are the cards I gravitate towards anyway. But in honor of a few good Baneslayers and Mulldrifters rotating out of Standard, you figured now would be a good time to play them.
Yeah, before they leave.
So the main difference between the two is Mulldrifters tend to be a lot more like spells that happen to have a body attached.
Yeah.
And so if they die, then you don't really care, whereas Baneslayers, if they die, then you've gotten nothing out of it.
Yeah. Mulldrifters are literally divination on a stick, murder on a stick.
Right. And so in formats, the theory is in formats where there's a lot of removal, then Mulldrifters are a lot better because at least you're getting value. Baneslayers are good in formats like Limited where there's not a lot of removal and you just hit your bomb and you just win.
Winning's fun.
There's a lot of cards that are kind of halfway in between as well, and so we both tried to steer clear of those. Like I'd consider the Cavaliers probably a mix of both.
I may or may not have like one Cavalier
Sure.
here times one.
But they have an ETB, so they get value, but they're also decent beaters. They're big enough bodies that they're not bad value. Like a Mulldrifter, you're not playing a 2/2 for 5. It's terrible.
Yeah. What's the green Cavalier of Thorns?
Yeah.
That one's like straight in the middle because you're playing it mostly for the body because 5/6 reach is better than either of the abilities.
Yep.
But the abilities are good enough to make it good in a format where it has removal. So that's like a card that we're both just not touching.
Right. For example.
All right. So we have 2 banned cards for this week. Well, actually, one of them we're just banning in general. So for this week, we have Tecatli Honor Guard is banned because we actually want some games, not just me crying in my soup.
Yeah, that seems a little unfair given I know what he's going to be playing.
Yeah. And from just like now on, we're going to ban Unmoored Ego because it's just not a fun card.
Yeah, we want interactive games, not just, oops, you cast, got rid of my win con, I'm dead.
First time we recorded the 3 CMC Plus, we both had Unmoored Ego in our decks. It was very interesting.
Yeah.
Alright, so you are playing...
Baneslayers. And Lyra is a pretty good Baneslayer, pretty much straight up. It's almost a straight copy. And I played a lot of Angels and Knights last summer.
Yeah.
So we're going back to that today. Just the Knights, first strike or protection or whatever else, and all the Angels. They get no value when they enter the battlefield. They just need to stay on the battlefield, and if they do, then I usually win. Otherwise, I lose. What about you? What are you playing?
So, when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about Risen Reef, and I was kind of conflicted because Risen Reef, it does generate value when it enters the battlefield, while also not being a great attacker, making it kind of Mulldrifter-like, but at the same time, it gets screwed over by removal, because the longer you hold on to it, the more value you get, making it partly Baneslayer as well, so I just decided I was going to steer clear of that. Same with Yarok. Yarok doesn't actually give me value. Great with ETB triggers, but it's actually a Baneslayer, it's a decent beater, and it gains more value the longer it's on the battlefield.
Yep.
So instead I'm playing pure ETB triggers. I have like one card maybe that is great when it stays on the battlefield, or good when it stays on the battlefield. I'm going to be playing everyone's favorite, Blue-Black Reanimator. So this deck is basically you have Blood for Bones, sacrifice a creature and as an additional cost, and then return a creature. And since it doesn't say target, you can return the creature you sacked from the graveyard to the battlefield. and then another one from the graveyard to your hand. And then you play this with just a bunch of ETB trigger cards. You play like Fibblethip and Vicious... No, not Vicious Conquistador. The 1/1 Fibblethip Impression that's black. Vampire. 1/1 for 2, when it enters the battlefield, draw a card and lose a life. I've managed to blank on its name. Wow, I don't know the names of any of the cards in my deck. The 1/3 Death Touch, Lifelink, for 3, when it enters the battlefield, it does damage to the opponent. Yeah, blue-black. Draw a card, then discard a card. And then you're sacking those to Blood for Bones to go get Agent of Treachery, which, sure, it draws you a few cards if it sticks around, but half the time it's decking you, so you don't even want it to stay around. And it's basically just there to steal something, and then you sack it, and you're basically playing it for the ETB trigger. You want to maximize the number of times you get the ETB trigger, basically with all the cards in the deck.
Yep.
We have everyone's favorite Ravenous Chupacabra, you know.
Oh, we had to play that before it rotated.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's basically my deck. ETB triggers and Reanimator, and hopefully winning, rather than with Mulldrifters, winning with my opponent's Baneslayers. Sounds like good, clean fun.
Too bad Panharmonicon rotated.
Gains value the more it stands on the battlefield.
Yes.
Well, I could have played Yorok.
You could have.
I thought about Yorok Elementals, but I'm like, nah, that's not in the spirit of the week. And I had this deck built, just like not crafted. I'm like, seems like good, clean fun.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll play first.
I love the shuffling. Your deck does a little dance. Well, mulligan this, I think.
Yeah, from a 6-lander to a 1-lander.
Oh, I went from just a crappy 3-lander to a 1-lander. Like, I had the right number of lands and spells, so the hand was just crap. This is why I don't play this many islands. Oh man, I'm gonna lose to mulliganing, aren't I? Down to 4! Oh my god! Alright, keep. I wish you got to discard the cards that you mulliganed.
Yeah, that would
Yeah, that took Manaless Dredge. Holy crap, the deck would be absurd. White 1, 2, 3.
Land go.
No land go. Because that's what mulligan to 4 does.
Yeah, well, I'm going to attack with my planes and pass a turn.
Alright, at least you don't have pressure. Ah, I want to land though.
Hey, you got there.
Uh-oh. Oh dear. Yeah, that's scary. Ah, I got there. You have no chance now.
Dotsies.
No. I'm just gonna kill that. That 4 gets out, 2 out of hand.
Next, Angel.
Now do we do the Thoughtseize trick? No, I don't think so. I think we do the drawing the land trick. Oh, we actually did it! Woo! Got there.
Sure.
Yay! I got baby Mulldrifter. Oh, I can't Federation. We'll get rid of this then. Given I can't exactly Federation. Ah! Life gain! It exists! In black. I'm kidding, it's called Cavalier of Night. That's like the... And Enter the God Eternals. I was going really deep looking for... Hope you like only planes. Unless you're gonna nuke my board. I don't think. Is there any way to nuke my graveyard? No, I don't think so. Well, I'm sure there's a way. There's just no actual good card that does it. And instant speed and standard. I think we got there, boys and girls, from the one lander. Lava Coil is really good against Agent of Treachery. Actually, so is the Ixalan's Binding and stuff. It doesn't prevent you from casting more, but you can't just like steal the Ixalan's Binding and then sack it, because you actually have to know where you sack it. However, Lava Coil is better because I have ways to deal with Ixalan's Binding. Sure.
No.
I threw up in my mouth.
Would you like some water? Mint, maybe?
Why?
Clear your mouth.
I think we take Ixalan's Binding #1. Yeah, we'll dump that in the graveyard.
Yeah.
Good clean fun.
Good clean.
I love the way you repeated that. I just dump a bunch more in the graveyard. And dump more in the graveyard. Are you trying to concede?
Nope.
Okay.
Time to see what's in your graveyard. Lich. 2 agents.
All the good stuff.
It was our entire hand. There's no point in Ixalan binding any of that stuff. Yep.
Beats.
Do you care about these creatures? He's gonna sack them to bring back other stuff, but he's still got 1. That's all he needs to get the loop going. What we really want to get rid of is his agents and chupacabras.
I'm gonna be totally honest, I completely forgot you had settled the wreckage again.
But
I literally, when you started talking, like, what is he talking about? Oh, yeah, he was settling the wreckage in his hand, doesn't he? I'm okay with you thinning my deck.
yeah, but now that he knows we have to settle, he's not going to attack into it with those other creatures, so there's no real...
I literally just attacked. I wouldn't be so sure of that. I literally just attacked into it.
Mindless clickbot.
Hey. They're revealed upside down in my defense, okay? I can't look at pictures upside down. Well, that wizard. Okay.
So at
you
least
like
now we've taken him off of reanimation sacrifice fodder.
That's what you think.
For now.
Oh, stop playing the hexproof for black creatures, you jerk.
We need to sideboard in some lands because he keeps stealing ours.
I've actually considered that just so I can play like through Graveyard Hate. So I can just hardcast Agent of Treacheries, and I probably should have put some in my sideboard.
I saw a control deck the other day that had 6 lands or something sideboard, and they were sideboarding into...
Field of the Dead?
No, what were they doing?
The saddest Cavalier ever.
At least our guys are bigger now.
Yeah,
I forget what the deck was doing, but
what?
the transformational sideboard. I think it was sideboarding from a mass manipulation type of deck into
Then wouldn't you
a
want the
band
whole
deck.
main board? Oh, you're taking out lands. That's really weird. No, don't
You're
do
switching lands.
that. Don't do that. The only reason to play lands in your sideboard is because you want to take them out. That's really awkward because you have to choose a one of your 2 Knight of Graces. You can't choose both. So I can just block the other one.
Yeah, and so we can... God's willing to save it, but that just gets us in 3 damage. We can do it in advance to get in 3 damage, but we need to get him down to like 6 or something, and then we have a better chance of alpha striking with him.
I think we got there. I think.
So I'd rather keep the God's willing for the Chompy or the Agent. Or something like that.
That's a spicy meatball, right?
That's a spicy meatball. He doesn't have a color.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Yep.
I want my combo and Lich back.
That's also... Well, you got 2 in hand.
No. Oh man, but I like these all. I like all of these. I have Fibblethip, which I want to use to draw cards, and I have 2 removal spells that I can't use, but are really strong cards. I'm gonna discard the Fibblethip.
Jump. So again, we can sack it or we can save it. God's willing. Can't get in anymore with an Alpha Strike because he has colorless.
Yeah, no, this is a one of that's really dicey, but like it's the only way I have to deal with Ixalan's Binding. And the worst feeling is when you have the multiple Blood for Bones and nothing to recur. It's like Blood for Bones, recur, Ravenous Chupacabra. It feels bad. All right.
Yeah, we'll save it.
You do that.
Just because.
Can't attack with Cavalier of Night because then get first struck by Knight of Graces.
Finally got our 6th land. Hope it survives 2 turns and we win.
How about 0 turns? How does that sound?
Paying full price for that boy?
Oh yeah. And since we don't have to worry about Liar with this that I've been holding on, we'll just hit the Dauntless Bodyguard with it. Life gain!
Yeah, should have sacked it in response. Mindless clickbot.
Oh, oops! Big oops. Oh, I regret some of my life decisions. Especially because that isn't... oops. I'm trying to throw great at this game, okay? Stop judging. I'm trying to make you look good. I can't just like 4-1 out of nowhere, right? You know? I have to work for my opponent. No problem.
Black manas.
No! Ban it!
Uh-oh. This is not going to be good.
Really fake evil laugh.
I don't see any blood for bones in the graveyard.
I've cast one and it's not exiled, so... Yeah, I have 1 here only, which means I can get back... Ooh, Noxious Grasp, maybe. So I don't even have to get back Chompy.
Obnoxious Grasp?
Oh, but I don't have mana to do both. So, we're gonna sack Cavalier of Night for full value. Oh, why didn't we just take the second Liar? Actually, no. Okay, then we're gonna bring back Fibblethip.
Of course.
All the value.
Yep.
All the value. And then bring back Cavalier.
Yep.
And also, what's our library at? 23 cards. Not the Stitcher Supplier. Because that smells like decking to me.
It's Teen Spirit, man. Not decking.
Smells like decking. Oh, oops, I should have sacked the Scholar of Ages. Oh, whatever. Yeah, no, I'll sack the Fibblethip and destroy that. GDs. No! Dope.
Not GG's yet.
Not yet, kid. Oh, okay.
Counting your chickens, son.
Yeah. My chickens are fun to count. There's a lot of them.
5,
What's
8,
going on here? What is
10, 15. I don't know what's going on. The whirlwind.
Yeah. Is that like
10.
is that like
15,
demonstrating infinite loop?
I don't know.
Or is that demonstrating that like I've just like screwed over reality with like my overpowered deck that everyone's been playing for like years? Or not years, but like where's the crowd riding?
So if
I think the crowd is riding.
maybe.
They're like, this is no fun.
If we attack, he's just going to attack us back. But if we don't attack, then he has removal, or he's got the hard cast agent anyway.
Oh yeah, we have everything.
So there's no real point to not attacking. At least we gain some life.
Alright, let's see if we can get rid of it like this. Okay, yes, that was good. Easy mode. Yoink is even untapped. Oh, crap. Should not have said that out loud. Oops. That was sloppy on my part.
Tight technical play.
That's literally, oh hey opponent, this is how you can make it so we don't just like completely win. Or completely, yeah. Oh, do I have too many things going by you? Yeah, I'm gonna have to draw 6 cards here. That's bad. Discard water here. Oops. That was not ideal.
Blockers for days.
Yeah, and all my removals blocked. Yeah, what's going on with this whirlwind? It's pissing me off.
It is kind of distracting. He
Um,
made Bolas angry, apparently.
Bolas is in prison! He's incarcerated!
This is the prequel to that story, though.
Bolas is incarcerated. He can go die.
He didn't pay his parking tickets.
Bring back Agent of Treachery, I guess.
Sure. Draw some more cards.
Yeah. I need to find a way to kill it afterwards. Please, sir. Oh, stop it! Oh, I need a way to sack Scholar, maybe. How much mana do we have? 5, 8, 9, 10. Math. Math is hard.
Math is for blockers.
15 cards in deck, 55.
Well,
Especially because I can't Ravenous Chupacabra with my thing. I need a way to sack my creatures.
yeah, you know you're desperate when you're killing your own creatures.
No, I'm just returning it to my hand so I can recast it. You know what, I'm going to take another breeze and basically hope to outrun the decking. Very, very slowly. Oh man, so much decking. Discard 5 cards, yeah, sure. This is more complicated than it should be. 1, 2, 3. Ravenous Chupacabra ain't doing much.
Land go.
Alright, so we have to get rid of both of these Agent of Treacheries. Ideally after Knight of Grace. At least one more Knight of Grace is taken. Oh dear. I screwed up again. Sure, let's put Chupacabra in here. Yoink. Because now we can start attacking with Cavalier and stuff. that's good. Fun. Don't! Alright. How can we kill our other things? So, let's try that.
He has 6 cards in his library. He'll draw 3 at the end of his turn. So in theory, we have to survive 2 turns if we want to.
Yeah, that's why it's
himself.
getting rid of agent.
So we definitely don't want to block the Agent of Treachery. He probably has some way to get rid of it anyway, but
Chupacabra says opponent's creatures. It's really annoying.
five, 8, 10.
Why does everything
15,
say opponent
17.
controls?
Yeah, I think we're just dead anyway.
The problem is I don't have blood for bones. So I have to try to concoct to get something back. So I need something that can kill my own creatures back. aka Captain.
We're just dead anyway.
Sweet. I like that.
You got there. Beat me with my own creatures.
We're getting there, boys and girls. Alright, again. And
Do it again.
not a challenge match. Waiting for opponent to challenge you back.
Yeah, settle the record is only good if they don't play around it. So I'm not sure if I bring that in this time or not.
Well, that's what Thought Erasure is for, right? Revealing it and then not playing around it anyway.
Hey, right. We have a 7 that heat increase this time.
This deck is, I don't know, I like it. It works, even though it relies on a few key cards, it still manages to be very, not, I don't know how to describe it. It functions really well. Like, it feels like it runs really smoothly a lot of the time. Sometimes it doesn't, like when you're trying to kill your own Agent of Treachery, or you can't find an Agent of Treachery or a Blood for Bones. But a lot of the time, it feels like it's running really smoothly. Probably partly because it has so much card draw. Card draw is the solution to the problem.
Don't kill my dude.
Because of you.
Sorry.
Alright, there's an Agent of Treachery. My band teacher says, insert random statistic here, somewhere in between 80 and 95% of your problems can be fixed by just adding more air. It's the same thing with magic decks. 95% of your problems can be fixed with just like putting more putting more card draw on your deck.
Right.
Listen to what I mean, not what I say, okay?
Got it. Understood. What?
Understood. 5 seconds later, what?
I wasn't actually listening. See if he wants to trade.
I kind of do, but I kind of don't. I want to trade, but it's just a bad idea.
I wasn't sure how bad he wanted to fill his graveyard. Hope to get there with double.
Well, my knight is better than your knight, so it's okay. This is the most Baneslayer card in my deck, and it's... I mean, sure it's not quite in the spirit of Mulldrifter, but especially for playing against decks that aren't Baneslayers, you need something that can actually hold down the fort. Because if your opponent isn't playing a bunch of great cards that can hold down the fort, you need something that can hold down the fort. And that's what this one of is. There's something to hold down the fort. Well, that was rude.
We need to get as much damage in as you can. Sure.
That was rude. Cavalier Knight was going to be such a solid blocker. Oh, I win. I mean, what?
Yeah, that was out loud.
Yeah. Block. Lifelink and Death Touch is really strong.
It is.
When that card first came out, I was like, I want to play it, but I feel like it's a crap card. And then everyone starts playing it in like Yarok decks and in this deck. I'm like, ooh, this card's actually good. I don't like it as much anymore. It's less fun when the card's actually legitimately playable. So we can't take your lands. Maybe just take History of Benalia. Yeah, again, it doesn't give us value, it just takes away value. So that's an unfortunate play, but I think that's it had to be done, basically. It keeps us from getting our butt kicked.
It's at 14, so there's no real benefit to attacking. You lose one. It's not worth. 6 mana. So we need to pick a threat. Two liches, 3 liches, 1 chompy, no more agents in the graveyard. So I think this is the highest ceiling, but also the highest floor. If he steals it,
And then steals your land and activates it.
you need to steal a lot of lands to activate it, so we're
Only
not worried
3.
about yeah.
That's enough.
Well,
for your
if you've
cards.
stolen 3 of our lands, then we're probably just dead anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, actually, that has a pretty high ceiling.
That we can make dudes
Yeah. Well, this is.
without risking more cards.
Oh, okay, there you go. That was, what's it called? Clutch.
Top deck.
Yeah. So, this one. Oh no, we should. Agent of Treachery, I'm not sure if I like it as much in this situation. Oh no, this is the play. This is the play. Yeah. This is the play. Okay, we're bringing out the Chupacabras.
When in doubt. Yep.
Yeah, that was way better than Agent of Treachery. Actually, I think I would have liked Agent of Treachery plus Chupacabra better. I don't know. Ah well. We have a lifelinker now. Deal with it. And he has this really weird helmet with like horns and stuff.
Lifelink is a big problem because you were 2 turns from dead.
Now that knights are going to be more prominently white and black, like right now, the knight
They're white red. You mean?
white black, murderous rider. Because before the knight decks were most of the knight decks I've seen were also simultaneously angel decks.
So we kept them off the life gain at least.
But they're predominantly white with like history and angels. Whereas now when they can be equally black-white or like black, then white, then red, or like white and black equally, maybe slightly more white, Cavalier of Night might see play in knights. I think that would be a cool knight build with like multiple Cavalier of Night, like maybe 2 or 3 Murderous Rider. I think that would be strong. Definitely more mid-rangey, grindy knights. Oh.
So we have 2 flyers, so if it doesn't gain any life...
And stealing Lyra is tapped.
Yep.
Well, dope. I have my last card's an island. I wish I'd Agent of Treachery. That might have changed the game. Oh, I could have gained 4 life with Cavalier by attacking, but that wouldn't have credit. Alright. This one. This one. This one. This one. This one. Maybe this one? Eh. That one. I'm gonna try to decide what's slightly better.
Yeah, our sideboard plan didn't work so well last time, so we're going to try something a little bit different.
Something like that.
The problem is removal is pretty bad against him. Both because
Oh yeah, that's the whole point of the.
both because they're Mulldrifters, but because you can recycle them over and over again.
Oh yeah.
Exiling is the key.
Lava Coil is brutal. Because I can at least blow up Ixalan's Binding with my one of.
But you're just going to recur them from the graveyard most of the time anyway, so it's not actually that good even.
What is it?
Binding.
Ixalan's Binding?
Yeah.
No, but it's an exile would move with my point.
One of them.
Yeah. Same thing for Deputy's terrible because I can kill it.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. But it does get rid of all of them. Teferi can be in the exact right spot, the best removal spell, but most of the time he won't be because he'll just hardcast him. But if I'm in a position where I can't hardcast him and can't discard them, then it kind of just makes me go, oh. But normally I'll get up to enough mana fairly quickly. Just because I have so much card draw. I think I only play 22 or 23, but with this quantity of card draw, you don't want any more. Something about me getting mana flooded last game. Play. Oh yeah, this seems very capable. I just need to draw into actual cards.
Actual cards are overrated.
That's like most games.
It's okay to leave on top. Finally drew our sideboard card. Problem is if we keep it in hand, then he just erasures it away if he kept them in. So it's, playing it out or not, it's
I think there's a right play.
you'll be given that you know how you sideboarded.
No, but well, actually you don't know my deck list.
Right.
If you knew my deck list but not how I was sideboarded, I think you could still figure out the right play. Oh yeah, buddy. Listen.
Ooh.
You have too many duels. I can't just cut you off with one mana, color of mana. That's one mana of color, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Neither do I. It's okay.
So we have to assume he's going to reanimate Agent next turn. So we want to
give me as many targets as possible. Yes,
No.
please.
provide as little damage as possible. No point in attacking into his lich, just kill it.
Oh man, I want it. History of Baneslayer prevents the most damage, but it doesn't put me ahead as a problem. So we're gonna do it the fancy way.
You're fancy. Wow. Okay.
I need more than just 4 blood for bones.
That's
How
true.
consistently can I hit those, right?
That was the 5th game, the first time we've seen it.
I think I've
Actually,
seen it.
no, you've cast Discovery before, I guess.
Not Discovery.
Oh.
This isn't the other half of Discovery.
What
It's
is it?
Connive.
Oh, right.
Steal your thing. History of Baneslayer prevents. Yeah, steal that. Especially because I can't target it with any removal spells. I want that off the battlefield. Quanto.
That's a pretty good one, given that it can basically kill any of our knights.
Oh yeah.
Lich can kill anything except the Knight of Malice.
So your team Knight token.
So attacking really gets in minimal damage. He's still at 19, so there's no...
No.
It feels bad to waste the history trigger, but there's no good value to be gained here.
We call it stabilizing.
We'll play out, that's what we could have played last turn, but I didn't want you to steal that. Probably still going to end up stealing it, but I'll give you a few more turns.
That's the play. Life gain!
Obnoxious. Yeah. Land. Play a big dumb angel.
Yeah.
Yo.
You can get rid of it. Why don't we not have lots of bones yet? Oh, yeah, get those.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's okay.
It's okay.
It's not actually that good.
You have very little in your graveyard. What's going on?
Exactly. Because they're all on the battlefield. I can't blood for bones them away.
Again, there's no point in attacking with anything except Lyra. She's gonna die anyway. When in doubt, more dudes.
Yeah, that's what I do. Let's put stuff in my graveyard. Pass.
Let's get a land off the top.
We're just gonna play the control game. The only thing applying pressure to us now is our library, and it's still at a very healthy 40 cards.
That is too bad. Play out Lyra instead.
It's good. Good. I like this.
Yeah.
Yes, please. So this one, mill the top part of our library.
Please, sir, may we have another?
Huh?
Land. It's not land.
What does a land give you? What 6-mana jank are you playing? Random question.
Maybe we want a double spell.
Yeah.
Pass
Maybe you're playing 6-mana jank. If you weren't banned from playing Mulldrifters, would you play Cavalier in this deck? White Cavalier, not Black Cavalier. You don't have the mana for Black Cavalier, I don't think.
Exiles something and...
Destroys something, it gives them a call. Destroys target permanent any player controls, and then the permanent's controller gets a 3/3 golem, and when it dies you get to return an enchantment or artifact from your graveyard to your hand. So that's the
probably not.
I tried experimenting with it because I was hating Conclave Tribunal, because I found between Mortify and Blast Zone and like Teferi, and the list went on and on of ways they could deal with it. And I was getting frustrated, so I went down to 2 Conclave Tribunals. Maybe I should be attacking everything. Oh, probably.
We're pretty close to dead, so let's see. If we had to land a couple of turns ago, we'd be in much better shape. But we gotta do something, otherwise we're just dead.
Yeah, and you're gonna try to run if you're gonna do something. Oh, that's what you want the 6 meter for. Oh, interesting.
If we
Oh yeah, the Agent of Treachery is pretty good.
we want to take
The
your
fact that it puts you down to 3.
yeah, we want to take your agent before.
Oh no, that was stupid. I'm not sure why I didn't hit Lyra, but that's okay. They call that stupidity. It's okay, I have a blood response. Oh. So I had score of 80. Yeah, I think I screwed up really bad, but that's okay. Because if you survive this turn, yeah.
Yeah, we would have liked to bring back our Lyra and our Chalet and take your agent, and we could have a couple of turns ago, but once we lost 10 life from my own Lyra, then...
Well, you have 5 blockers, right? So if you put that down to 4 blockers, hypothetically, you block 1, 2, 3, 4, and I kill you. Oh yeah! Take my Agent of Treachery back. Actually no, I should have taken a Knight so I have more chances of drawing cards. Don't! Oops.
That card... it's a good card, but it just... we're so far behind that it's not impactful enough. Top and bottom. Okay then. Math. 2,
Math is
4,
for
6,
blockers.
7 attackers, so we have to let through the 2... one of the... 2 of the 3.
1 X's. Which means you have to chump company.
Yeah. Which means giving you back. No, we don't have to give back. Oops.
Agent of Treachery. Yeah, it's pro blue, so you can use it as a blocker, or you can just block Dusk Legion Zilla. I mean, no, it isn't pro blue. That's hexproof in blue, right? The symbols look vaguely
Protection
similar.
from blue.
Shh! Stop it!
Double check. Taking 2 damage. Losing a knight. 2 knights. 3 knights. Yeah. We're pretty far either way.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So you have 6 attackers.
Okay,
6 attackers, 4 blockers. If you take Chalet, or kill Chalet, you can still block and gain life profitably. You get 29 life, so we're not killing you anytime soon. Can't pump Chalet because we don't have green mana. Chalet does have lifelink though, so I think we're okay to attack. Gain 5 life and then potentially gain 4 more.
Well, I don't even know if we're dead and we're doing very classic matches for blockers. Yeah, I think you're dead. We'll find out. In a second. Yes, you're dead. Huzzah! You have to block Scholar. Scholar is a 3/3, if you have any chance. Right now you're taking
No.
7. If you block Scholar,
Then
you
we're
take...
taking 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't matter. So,
Yay!
So if we'd not attacked with Lyra, we could have.
Yay!
Got there.
Alright, we're at 3 wins. Going for 4. The pressure's on. Dun, dun, dun.
Sideboard into the aggro plan.
Yeah, you do that.
That is not the aggro draw.
Maybe I'll keep this back in there. It seems solid enough.
I hate putting this card on the bottom, but it does us no good. If we're really on the aggro plan, it does us no good at the beginning, and the other cards are just strictly better.
My watery grave is hiding behind their faces. Oh no.
In your face.
Their faces are slightly too small, so I can't hide the whole card behind it.
Drago.
I love that aggro plan there.
Shh. Little bit.
Alright, that's strong.
No, it's even stronger.
What?
3 in a row.
Yeah, you have fun with that. Oh, yeah. Good luck with that.
That was pretty treacherous, man.
I want to do one of these two, but I think I have to do this because Remorseful Cleric is a thing.
So, we're okay trading both of his creatures for ours because that gives us nothing to be able to sack to reanimate, even though it fills his graveyard. So,
I'm going to risk it for the best good. If you're a Remorseful Cleric, I'm going to cry just a wee bit.
no clerics yet, just more histories as promised.
As advertised.
Yep. Full disclosure. Get them beats in. So again, he can sack that, bring back the agent. He has the one agent and one lich, but that's about it. So what do we want him to steal if he steals something? Again, probably the Splendid Angel. Does the least damage to us.
Can I just kill him instead?
Sure. It's okay.
Oh.
Can't play around everything.
Cavalier is such a strong card.
It
The
is.
one main board, one sideboard have like saved my life.
Five mana. Again, we're wasting a history trigger here. There's no point attacking into it. He's going to gain the life back anyway, so there's 0 point. So I think we have to play it quickly.
Nope. That's really unfortunate.
Truly unfortunate.
Was that sarcasm? I don't appreciate it.
I'm never sarcastic.
Stop it!
I'm serious. You're the clown. So if you want to put your dude in the graveyard, we will remove everything from the graveyard.
No!
Extra thing. Thank you.
You jerk.
What did you expect me to do?
Yeah, well, I had to do it, but we didn't show you anything.
Dump another dude.
I wish.
Land. Yeah, that's not a very good dude.
Yeah.
Now we can
I will reanimate my land, and I will like it.
Could lay out our chalet, since you can't steal it finally.
That's what you think.
Yep, that is a chump.
Let's see if I get an agent of treachery or if I have to settle for the darn golem.
Darn golem.
Oh, there we go! Oh, but do you have godless? God's willing. Oh, we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. And if you have God's willing, then I'm gonna cry in my soup.
Man.
You have it, don't you?
Always.
You jerk.
That's what you call a top deck, son.
Should have gone for the golem.
Yeah, I can't do anything with the golem.
Yeah.
You're the golem, and that's about it in the graveyard. You can steal chalet. In the meantime,
No! Hello there.
you can do some damage and gain some life.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Put the clock on you.
Yep.
Go.
My kingdom for a land.
You can have one of mine. Oh wait, you have to steal it first.
Stop it! You're being rude. I do not appreciate it.
Dude down. Oh, that one life actually makes a difference.
Interesting. Why? What does this do then?
Well, if I had removal, then I could have attacked for 7. But
That's what you think.
still presenting a 1-turn clock.
So I have the top decks. I had Scholar of Ages in hand, but that's 1 turn too slow because I can get back everything, but then I can't get back Agent of Treachery, but I drew it. And if God's willing, I'm literally gonna cry because I was hoping to win with a positive record.
Here's the Kleenex box. Proceed to cry.
You suck.
Baneslayers for the win!
Oh man. You have the luckiest top decks.
So did you.
Oh, you guys are luckier than mine. I have Scholar of Ages too, it's just my low life total. Harassment. Life total harassment. Oh man.
Feels good. Feels good.
You jerk. Yep. Alright, we're back. I won 3 games. Still no positive record though, so I'm just gonna go cry. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.
Really? That's how we're going out?
Yeah, you can do the outro. Bye.
Well then.
Alright, fine. I'll do the outro. Yeah. Your deck did angel things. You did that all last summer. Do you have anything else to say besides like angels are good?
Angels are good. Baneslayers are good.
Did you have any new cards in the deck? Oh, God's freaking willing.
God's willing. I played a lot of Blossoming Defense last summer.
Yeah, because you played green-white angels
Yeah.
with like Vivian and stuff. Sometimes.
Vivian and green for the Chalet.
yeah.
Black is better now with Mortify and.
Mortify strong.
But the deck wasn't very good until it got God's willing. Just Baneslayers in general, if you can't protect them, if they just die to removal, as we've been talking about all along, then they're just not very good. And this matchup was really tough just because all of your guys kept recurring them, and so I didn't have enough God's willing to keep protecting all of my guys. So I actually took out all of my removal and put in the cleric and the
When
dread
did you
horde.
add Remorseful Cleric to your deck?
That was always in there from the beginning. No metagaming here. I would have put the full 4 in if I knew your deck.
Oh, wow.
But there's enough graveyard shenanigans in Standard right now.
Yeah.
You can't leave home without graveyard removal.
You can't leave home without graveyard removal. They're everywhere!
But I took out the removal and just lean on the cleric and command the dread horde to try and steal the stuff. There's something else I brought in. I don't remember. But yeah, it's a tough matchup just in general. That Lyra is good unless you hit removal. What about you?
My deck did jerky things. Steal people's stuff.
Over and over again?
Oh yeah. Repeatedly. The cleric ruined my life. That last game was this close.
They were very close games in general.
Yeah. This was the closest matchup we've got.
Yep.
Next time we're back, something involving Throne of Eldraine, probably. So back to me not winning a single game, probably.
Well, we have a couple more weeks before rotation, so we might be able to get in.
We have like 1 week.
a week
on
and a half.
Arena. Week and a half, yeah.
Sure. Well, we can do,
next week we're doing next episode we're doing Throne of Eldraine.
Or we can do Goodbye Forever, Mr. Snowman, and play our favorite cards or something.
I thought that's what this was.
Well,
This is Goodbye Forever, Mr. Snowman. That being said, I'll probably do a Goodbye Forever Chupacabra Mono Black deck week. With lots of...
yeah.
Choppy, I'm gonna miss you.
Yeah. You still got Historic Man, and they announced that it's going to be less bad than it was, so
Yeah.
you can still play Chompy.
It just won't be the same.
You're right.
Thanks for watching the video. Yeah. I can't give a straight face. Press the like button wherever it is. Thanks for watching the video. I'm gonna go cry in a corner now.
Bye, guys.